Okay. Good evening. My name is Zora and I'm the teacher for the youth department. And our lesson for today, coming from Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church, Reverend Charles Bender is the pastor. And normally we have our youth meetings on Thursday between the hours of 4:30 and 6:30. So today for our lesson, we're going to talk about things you can and can't change. Things you can and cannot change. And dealing with that lesson, we're going to deal with the serenity prayer. And I'm quite sure you've heard it before. But for our scripture today, Psalm 62 verse 5, it says, "Yes, my soul find rest in God. My hope comes from Him." So I know we've heard of the serenity prayer, but if you haven't, I'm going to say it for you. It says, "God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." Serenity means calm and peaceful. This prayer was written by a theologian by the name of Reinhold Niebuhr, and he was born in 1892. There are some special words in this serenity prayer, and they are accept the things, courage to change things, wisdom to know the difference. Those are the three important words in that prayer.
All right.
I'm going to just call off some things that you can and cannot do. First, let's do the things you can't change. And I have 9 things written down here. Now, if you know some more that you can add to it, that's okay. Number 1, that you are accountable to someone. Number 2, you can't please everyone. And we shouldn't get upset when somebody disagree with you, because we can't please everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You can't control what someone else think. Can't go inside their mind and try to control them. You just can't do it. Number 4, you can't get back yesterday. So that's when the Lord tell you work today while it's still day.
Yes.
Because night come and you can't work.
All right.
Number 5, you can't change where you came from. That's the same thing as saying you can't change your mom and dad.
Amen.
You can change a lot of things, but you can't change where you came from.
Cannot do it.
Number 6, you can't change that God is sovereign. That means He has all power. You can't change that. You just have to accept it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't change the weather. The weatherman can't even change it. He goes by signs and machines. Sometimes he get it right, sometimes he don't. But we only can do what we can do, and we can't change the weather. We can't change the day of the week. We can't make Saturday, Sunday. We can't make Monday, Tuesday. We have to take them as they come.
Yes.
And we can't change time. Only God can change time. These are the 9 things that I came up with that you cannot change.
Yes.
Now, there are some things that you can change. And over in our prayer, remember it says we should be able to accept and have the courage to change the things that we can change.
Yes.
Right.
So let me give you a few things that we can change. You can change your prayer life. If you've only been praying once a day, change it to 2 or 3 times and keep moving upward, because you may need to pray more than 3 times a day. And make sure you pray more than just over your food.
Amen.
Because that's all we teach our children to do is pray over our food. And then we say a little prayer at night. But we got to teach them. whenever things happen and we need an answer or some help, tell them to pray.
Yes.
Things you can change is your attitude. Your attitude, how you think about things. Number 3, your reaction to other people's actions. Do you react or do you respond? If you react, you don't take time to think. But if you listen, think about it, meditate on it, then you respond and you'll get a better answer. You can't change your words once they're gone. You might say you're sorry, but those words are still there.
Yes.
You can change preparation, preparing to do things for the Lord in His kingdom. Just don't jump up and do it haphazardly.
Yeah.
You need some preparation.
Sure.
Your priorities, that you can change. If you sit down and you list your priorities, God's name should be on the top list, number 1.
Yeah.
And then everything else should go under that. And remember, in that order, you're last. So everybody else should come before you. You can change habits. Do you have some bad habits that you need to change?
All right.
Well,
Then ask the Lord to give you the courage to change them. Here go one. Facial expression.
Oh, yeah.
That you can change. You don't go to church with a frown on your face.
Oh, yeah.
That solemn look.
yes.
No excitement, no zeal in your life. You can change that.
Yes.
And the last one, your commitment. If you commit to do something, if you promise to do something, if you say you're going to do it, you should do it. Because if you don't finish it, God will get you for that because you didn't do what you said you were going to do. So remember the serenity prayer. I'm going to say it one more time. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change and the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. So if you accept this serenity prayer, you won't be frustrated. You won't be disappointed. You won't be depressed. And sometimes you won't have some of those health issues that we have from being stressed out,
Well.
like high blood pressure. If we only remember things I can change, change them. Things you can't change, accept it.
Yes.
Thank you.